Friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sumati. Today we are going to discuss how to apply for Australian any kind of visas. Last class we have discussed visas list or visas types, so we have enough knowledge about it. Since we have lot of informations about visas list, our next process is we have to log into a email account. We have to fill in any applications that you are looking for. So I'm going to click on email account. So once I click, I'll be ending up here. I do have no login account, login to email account. So I'm going to log in here. If you do not have a login account, then you have to create an account by giving all your informations. So I just go ahead and click it here, login. It's taking time too. So here they have given all the informations like a sponsor, partner, temporary visas, and actions required, flag still showing, biometrics and additional payment request, and some display visa processing due to COVID-19. You have to read this conditions thoroughly and then you have to accept. Say yes here. Once you are done with that, they'll ask for either a new password. If you wanted to go ahead for the new password, you can click here. Otherwise, you can continue. So I'm going to change a password because the portal is requesting me to go ahead and change the password. I have changed it and it is showing the strength level, matching level also is fine with. So I'll continue. I'll just update my password, and once it is done, you are ready to apply for your applications. If you are new here, you can go for a new applications. If you already have an applications, you can import here and submit here. So I am new here. I just go ahead and click it new applications. Here we have a documents list. Visa types, that temporary skills change storage and air and sea crew. I'm going to click on either skilled visa or student visa or visitor visa. So today I'm going to show only the visitor visa. Go ahead and click it here. Again 600 is what I wanted to click. So once you are done with that, you have to wait for, and you have to give complete informations. Please ready with your, keep your all informations ready in hand. So I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Here there is a terms and condition. If you wanted to read out, you can click here. I would always suggest read terms and conditions. That will really help you or avoid you making a lot of mistakes. So first you go through all the instructions, whatever they say not to do. So stick to that, and then you go back to your applications part, and next you say okay. Is this applicant currently outside Australia? I say no. Then length of further stay, I just put 3 months. Here reason for further stay, application visitors short stay visa, tourist visa. Is the applicant traveling as a representative of foreign government, or I'll say no. Here you have to give complete information. So what I would do, I just pause this application video, and I just go ahead and fill this application and come back. I have given the random informations, with the informations are not correct, because I have to fill an application. So I'm giving a random information. Let's see that the Australian application is accepting or not. So the name and the surname, family name and the name, and the gender I have selected male, and the date of birth, and the passport random number, and the current passport current country of passport and nationality holder, and the issue date and expiry date also I have given. They are asking for the national identity card, that is Aadhaar card. If I say yes, I have to fill Aadhaar card. So as it is just a I just wanted to fill for the example purpose. I am not showing any of the other real other documents. Here I have mentioned Karnataka, Bangalore, India, never married, and there are some question declaration are there. Is this applicant currently or have any they ever been known by any other name? Known. No, I have said. And citizen, is the applicant citizen is the selected country of passport is India? I would say yes here. And is this applicant a citizen of any other country? No. And previous travel to Australia? No. Has this applicant previously applied for visa or Australia? No. Grant number, does this applications have an Australian visa? Grant number? No. So does this applicant have any other passport or document to travel for? No. And other identity document? I say no. Health examinations, if you have, you can submit, otherwise you can say no. I just go ahead and say next. Let me see that whether this random information is going to accept. Yes, it is accepted. Just say next. Some error is showing. Is this above information is correct? Yes, I say, and then I'll go click next. Yes, it is accepted. Giving a warning, the current location of the applicant cannot be verified. Check the current locations detail provided by the necessary. The applicant will be able to continue, however they should review the eligibility details and the website before continuing this. Okay. Because the passport number is like out of country someone is I have provided, so is what it is asking. So previous passport, previous page I would go and correct the passport number. Now that I have changed the passport number, let me check what is it is going to say. If you given exact informations, that will not restrict you, but now that you know we are filling an application, so with random information, so definitely would face such things. Warning again, confirm I would say. And yeah, now each person traveling to Australia must submit separate visitor visa applications. This includes children and other family members. Listing a person's name on the page does not mean that the person has applied for visa. Understanding? No. So you have to, if you have a 5 members in a family, you have to submit for each person a separate applications. That is what they are instructing you. Or they are any other person traveling with the applicant to Australia, I would say no. Then next, okay, here usual country of residence, I would say India. And office, residency address, you have to give a random address. Note that the street of this required post office address cannot be accepted as a residential address, so we have to give a complete address. I do not have, I just go ahead and fill random address. So now that I have filled the random address here, and I would say so both are the same address, I would say next. So you have to answer some authorized receipt. Does this applicant authorize another person to receive written correspondence on their behalf? I would say no. Okay, this authorization the department to send, an authorization person will write in correspondence to Wood and otherwise to be sent directly to the applicant. So I'll just say next. Okay, non-accompanying members of the family unit. Does this applicant have any members of their family unit not traveling to Australia who are not Australian citizens or traveling permanently resident? I would say no. Next, here again Entry to Australia. Does this applicant intend to enter Australia on more than one occasion? Yes. And study while in Australia? No. Does this applicant know the dates of the entry each occasions after the Australia? No. I'll say no only because I do not have exact data. So will the applicant undertake a course or study in Australia? No. Will the applicant visit any relatives, friends or contact while in Australia? No. It's just a tourist purpose. If you have visit your family members, you have to give the address. So is what I'm telling you. Okay. So current employment details, employment status. So you have to say employed, self-employed, unemployed. Okay, others also you can put, or employed you have to give complete information. So self-employed also you have to give complete informations. So you have to give a, so I'll just give some random informations. That start date with current employer, okay. Give details of how the applicant's stay in Australia will be funded. Self-funded. If you have anybody funding for you, then you have to write their name and their bank details and how they are going to help you in regards. If you have invitations, that will be great for you. Health declarations. In last 5 years, has any applicant visited or lived outside their country or passport for more than 3 consecutive months? Do not include time spent in Australia. No. Does any applicant intended to enter hospital or healthcare facility including nursing homes and while in Australia? No. Does any applicant intended to work as a study to be a doctor, dentist or nurse, paramedical? No. And ever had or currently have a tuberculosis, TB is what they are talking about, been in close contact with the family members that has active tuberculosis? No. So if you have any blood disorder, cancer, heart diseases, so say no. Pregnancy or other things. Does any applicant request assistance with mobility or care due to medical conditions? No. Yeah, this all most probability is no only, but still I will read out for you. Has any applicant ever been charged with any offense that currently awaiting legal actions? Criminal offense is what they are talking about. No. Has any applicant ever been convicted or offense in any country, including any convictions which is now removed from the official records? No. And has any applicant ever been subjected to domestic violations or family violation order, any other order or tribunal or court, other similar authority for the personal protections of another person? No. Has any applicant ever been subject to arrest warrant or an Interpol notice? No. Has any applicant ever been found guilty of a sexually based offense involving a child, including where no conviction was recorded? No. And has any applicant ever been named as on a sex offender registers? No. And so any applicant ever been acquitted of any offense on the ground of unsoundness of mind of insanity? No. Has any applicant ever been found by court not fit to plead? No. Has any applicant ever been directly or indirectly involved in or associated with activities which would represent a risk to national security in Australia or any other country? No. Has any applicant ever been charged with or indicated for genocide, war crimes against humanity, tortures, slavery, or any other criminal that is an otherwise a serious international concerns? No. And has any applicant ever been associated with a person, group, or organization that has been or is involved in criminal conduct? No. Has any applicant ever been associated with an organization engaged in violence or engaged in acts of violence including war, insurgency, freedom fighting, terrorism, protest, either overseas or in Australia? No. Has any applicant ever served in a military force, police force, state-sponsored, private militant, or intelligence agency, including secret police? No. Has any applicant ever undergone any military, paramilitary training, been trained in a weapon, explosive, or the manufacturing chemical, biological products? No. So, has any applicant ever been involved in people smuggling or people trafficking offense? No. Has any applicant have been removed, deported, or excluded from any country, including Australia? No. Has any applicant ever been removed? Okay. Has any applicant ever overstayed a visa in any country, including Australia? No. So, has any applicant ever had any outstanding debts to the Australian government or any public authority in Australia? No. So, these are very serious issue. You cannot say yes to any one of this. That will lead to not to issue a passport, so visa. So, make sure that you are giving a correct informations to the government of Australia. And next is has the applicant held or does the applicant currently hold visa to Australia or any other country? No. If you have to give the number of visas details. And has the applicant ever been Australia or any other country, not complied with the visa conditions or departed outside their authorized period stay? No. Has the applicant ever had visa for Australia or other country refused or cancelled? No. Then next, this also most of the times no only, but I still read out. Have read and understood the information provided to them this application? Yes. And have provided complete and correct information, every detail on this forms and any attachment of yes. And understood that if any fraudulent document, false, misleading information has been provided with this application, or if any other applicant failed to satisfy the ministry of their identity, the application has been refused and applicant and any member of their family unit may become unable to be granted visa for a special time. Okay, yes. And I understand that a document or found to be fraudulent or information to be incorrect after the grant of visas, the visa may subsequently be cancelled. I understand. Yes, will inform the department in the writing immediately as they become aware of change in the circumstances, including changes of address, or if there is any change relating to the information they have provided or with the applications where it is being considered. Yes. Have read the information contained in privacy notice of form 1142I. Yes. And understanding the department may collect, use the disclose the applicant person information, including biometrics information and other sensitive information as outside the privacy notice 1141I. Understand that if no further stay 8503 condition is imposed on this visa. It will limit the ability to remain in Australia beyond the authorized period to stay of the visa. Yes, I understand. Agree not to undertake study or training for more than 3 months. Yes. And agree to leave Australia on before the expiry of period of stay in the visa. Yes, I understand. Give consent to the collections of fingerprint and facial images required. Yes. Understand that if I required provided the fingerprint and facial images and applicant fingerprints and facial image and biographical information is held by the department may be given Australian law enforcement agencies to help identify the applicant and they determine eligibility for grant of the visa being applied for and for a law enforcement purpose. I understood. Give consent and understood Australian law enforcement agency disclosing the applicant's biometric, biographical and criminal records information to department to help identify the applications to determine eligibility for grant of visa and for law enforcement purposes. That's all for the day. We have almost done. We do not have a documents to upload, so I would be stopping here, and once you done that you can say next. It will lead to next page that you can submit here. Once you are submitted, then you can see that your fees structure. You can make the payment and they'll allow you to attend the interview, and then that's all. You will be getting a visa, can travel to your planning country, and here they have given a 3 payment option. You can choose any one of this and you can pay 370 ASD dollar is what it is showing here. I'll try to show you. I'm not able to minimize. That's all, friends. You just go ahead and make the payment. Once you're done with that, you are almost done. Here they are showing the payment. Yeah, this is the payment, final payment you have to pay. $370. If you are calculating in your USD account, I'll see. This is Australian dollar 370. That comes around only 21,286,000 rupees. With that, you are done. You're almost done. So once you make the payment and submit, they would allow you to schedule an appointment, visit the Australian embassy, and once your document in place, you are allowed to get a visa. That's all for the day, friends. Do like my videos and subscribe my channel, and connect all our social medias and contact us if you want any help in regards. Our team is there for you. Thank you.